And I missed that.
You missed that. You weren't at that one. It was the one at Laney College.
And he proposed?
I think we're good. Here we are recording episode 6 of Spice Cabinet. This is Phil Surkis, and I'm coming to you live from the kitchen. No, I'm not live. I'm recording onto a Zoom tape recorder, and there's no tape involved. But here I am in the kitchen of Karinda Dobbins, a incredible, awesome, amazing comedian here in Oakland. And
Oakland represent.
Oakland is representing. How's it going, Karinda?
It's going great. Glad to be here with you. With my spice cabinet.
Yeah, we're a little around the corner from the spice cabinet due to the cozy nature of the kitchen.
Yes.
But Karinda has brought some spices to the table, like right away. Like, here's something I've never seen. How do you say that?
I have no idea. Tarua?
Tarua. But
paprika pepper.
It's a take on paprika.
Yes.
It's tarua.
I used this very recently in a seafood boil.
Okay.
And it was pretty good.
Seafood boil? Like, what do you mean seafood boil? Like,
so a seafood boil is, actually I learned this on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you take different seafoods, you put them in a boil, and then you have a nice little dish.
Okay.
So we had...
It can't be that simple.
You're right. It was very complicated. I'm giving you the Cliff Notes version.
If it was that simple, everyone would be making
That's
seafood.
That's true. It was very difficult. So,
you just put seafood in it.
Yeah, we had lobster, crab, crawfish, shrimp.
So was this like a cioppino? This is like just to throw everything.
It's basically to throw everything in there. You have corn, potatoes,
everything in the kitchen.
And there's a certain order you have to put everything in because it cooks very differently.
Like each fish cooks.
Yeah, each fish cooks differently. So there's an order you need to go in. But it was all worth it. It was pretty good once we were done.
That sounds like right away you probably answered one of my early questions. Like, are you a cook? Do you like to cook? How much do you cook? I asked 3 questions.
I'm a reformed cook.
Oh.
I used to cook a lot because my daughter. Mm-hmm. But when my daughter turned 18, I immediately became retired.
Okay.
I only cook
that feels totally justified.
I only cook like once a week now. So, yeah, my spice cabinet isn't what it used to be.
Okay.
It's a little skimpy now, but I make do.
All right. Is your daughter cooking for you?
No.
That's a no. When did you? What was your re-entry like? When did you start cooking again?
I started cooking again maybe 2 years ago.
2 years, like once a week. And when you do cook, sounds like you're trying to throw down something a little.
Yeah, I like to make something that's going to last a few days, so I don't have to have the same thing over and over.
Okay.
I like it to last like 2 days, and then I can cook, in 2 or 3 days and make something different.
You're cooking for yourself. You're cooking for people. This sounds like a dish you share with a bunch of people.
It was a family dish. We made a nice dinner of it.
I should know that you do cook some because you brought macaroni and cheese to Thanksgiving.
I did,
which was delicious.
I make that twice a year.
Should I know what's the other occasion?
Usually,
and is it always on Thanksgiving one of the times?
Yes, it's always on Thanksgiving. And usually sometime during the summer.
Purim? I'm just kidding. That's a Jewish holiday.
Sometime during the summer, like June, July.
Okay, just
I like to space it out every 6 months.
Okay, there's like a macaroni and cheese restaurant in Oakland on 40th Street, and every time I drive by that, I think that's a young person's game.
It is. My best friend and I went there once, and she raved about that place, and I was like, Black people have a very high standard for macaroni and cheese. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's going to meet it. She's like, oh, it's really good. I think you'll like it. So we went, and the first thing is like if you're putting green peas on top of macaroni and cheese, that's where I got to draw a line.
Oh, okay. You must have to draw many lines because that's the place, isn't?
Yeah, they put a lot of stuff.
A restaurant based on that, they're having to come up with many different recipes.
That's true. I will.
But I want to go to the place that is only making the one kind because it's the right kind.
Yeah, that's what I like. But
well, you gave it a chance.
I did. I was open.
So now I know you make a seafood boil. I know you make macaroni and cheese. Right now, you're like my favorite cook in the world. It's okay. We have black peppercorns from Trader Joe's.
Oh, yeah. This is really great to put on top of pasta or salads. You grind it up and you sprinkle it on top. Actually, my girlfriend bought that. So that's, she really sort of introduced me to.
She introduced you to
ground
black
pepper.
Oh.
At home on top of things. Usually you get it in restaurants, right? They're like, oh, do you want some pepper?
Right.
And then they grind it. Okay, but
so
now I have it at home.
Girlfriend's having a little influence. She's having you step up your pepper game.
She did, and this got the grinder on it. So
yeah, no, that's like totally. That's totally fancy. I didn't grow up like that.
I didn't either.
Through my Bay Area education, now I do something very similar. So, does your girlfriend cook?
She does cook.
She does cook.
Yes,
because she's the one who like upped your peppercorn game.
She does. She's a really good cook.
You both like to cook. Do you ever cook together?
No, because we cook very different things. My girlfriend, she likes to make really fancy things, like pasta with wine sauce and and I like to make soul food. I make macaroni and cheese or greens, cornbread, cabbage, that kind of stuff. So
never the twain shall meet.
No. So it works out though. So if we want to have something really fancy, she'll make it. If we want to have a down home meal that we're used to eat growing up, I'll cook it. So.
Okay. Well, it sounds very, complimentary.
Yes, it is.
Even because I wonder about some couples do do that thing where two people dancing around the kitchen, or is that's like the movies?
Yeah, that's you really don't want to have two women in the kitchen. That's really a no. You don't want that.
You just don't want.
You let one person in, let them do their work. And then that's it.
She gave you these black peppercorns, so she's drawn the line this is how I cook.
Yeah, these are when she brings her own spices when she cooks, so which is good. And then I just keep them.
Okay, that is
you can't take them home. They stay with me.
Okay, that's a pretty good deal.
My spice cabinet like a black hole. When she puts something in it, don't expect to get it back.
Yeah, no, I think that's how I got some of my spices because often not many people are thinking about their spice cabinet outside of being in front of it.
That's true.
I'm trying to bring some awareness back. I don't know why. I'm looking at McCormick organic ground ginger. This is sounding pretty serious to me. What are you doing with ground ginger? It sounds also...
Well, I haven't actually used this yet, but every time I get sick, whenever I ask anybody about homemade remedies or anything, they're always talking about organic ginger. So I got it. And I was very recently sick, and I was like, I'm going to use it, and then I didn't use it.
Did you smell it?
I haven't smelled it. Let me see.
You could do that when you're sick. I bet you'd feel a little bit better, just incrementally.
It's not that strong, actually, which is good. So I think I'm just going to use it in various ways. It's supposed to help you get better. But yeah, anything organic, I'm into now.
Is this some girlfriend influence, the organics?
Probably. She's very into organic, natural foods, naturally grown foods. So I've become very aware of that.
Yeah, because I think I'm seeing a whole new Karinda today.
You are.
I just didn't know how important organics are to you. But
organic is much more expensive.
It is.
It's healthier, but you got to have the budget for it. This is a Detroit seasoning right here.
Oh, what do you got?
Every Detroit household has that seasoning salt. Yes, that's a staple.
I just want to throw it on some meat right now.
You do. You can use this in so many things, and we do. So it's just this is the all-purpose seasoning.
Sure,
you can season meat with it. You can season poultry, anything.
You could eat. You could just eat it right out of the
container. You could just put it in your hand and just
a little bit. I feel like you had a hearty, meaty meal.
Now this is a very, very fancy salt here.
Oh my gosh! Is this pink?
It is.
You haven't listened to our last Spice Cabinet, have you?
I have not.
Okay. Well, I was talking with Dara M. Wilson, and this was the first thing that caught my eye in her kitchen. Guess what spice I just saw and want to talk about? Can you?
The Himalayan pink salt.
Yes. Totally. And
really?
Yeah, she had Himalayan pink salt. She had Himalayan pink salt, and it caught my eye right away. And she says, well, I have it because it's pink.
It looks really nice. This actually also went into the seafood boil. So this is one of the things that we added that that made the flavor tasty.
Yeah.
It was my first time using it, but I really liked it.
Okay, it's your first time. Where'd you get it? How'd you come across this? What was the decision behind Himalayan pink salt?
I think that we got this at Trader Joe's, if I'm not mistaken. I had heard good things about Himalayan sea salt. I had never tasted it. And I thought this would be a good opportunity to use it. But the color is phenomenal. I mean, it draws you to it.
But like once it's in the dish, it doesn't turn. It's just like
it's just. So I'm just wondering, do they really get this from the Himalayas? Like I don't know if that's truth in advertising.
That's and more Googling, more Googling. If you listen to this, people, please email me. Tell me the origin of Himalayan Aloha Bay. So now, is it coming from the Himalayas or is it coming from Hawaii? Aloha, is it come from
all
Aloha
very valid
Bay?
Questions, Phil. I don't know.
Is Aloha Bay like a little inset
place
of
in
North
the
Carolina?
Himalayas? I don't know.
I don't know.
You have glasses better than me, Phil. Tell me where it's made.
I got to tell you something. I have glasses better than you, but I am on the eve of, I'm going to be getting cataract surgery pretty soon.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just letting you know I'm instantly 80 years old. Instantly.
But you're going to see very well after that.
I hope so, but like...
so you can't tell me what's on there.
I can if I like shut one eye, and that will show that I have cataracts. And look behind me. I'm peering over my glasses, making myself instantly 80 years old, even though I'm 50. Oh, it's a long story. I'm not kidding. Listen to this. 300 years ago, a vast primordial ocean covered most of India and Pakistan. I can't even read this. The salt from that unpolluted ocean was preserved as large crystal formations. Energetically alive. This 100% pure Himalayan salt contains the same trace minerals as our bodies. So, I mean,
bioenergetically alive. What does that mean?
You need to take this to where you work and do some analysis.
I know. I work in biotech. I should take it and have them analyze the ingredients and tell me. So half of these seasonings that you see were bought specifically for that seafood boil.
Was there like an event behind the seafood boil?
Yeah. Kira's dad came out for Christmas, and we had been talking about doing a seafood boil for a year. And we finally got all the ingredients, got all the spices, got the pot, and we just made it happen. Okay. So it was exciting to finally do it.
A long time.
It was a long time coming.
Long time thinking about the seafood boil.
Yes.
Then you did it. When is the next seafood boil?
Probably a year from now.
Okay, so this just happened.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can show you pictures if you like.
I would like to see pictures.
It turned out pretty good.
You could send it to me. Oh, I know you take pictures. You took a lot of pictures of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Like you took enough pictures to put together a film.
I did. And then I didn't do anything with them. I should probably send them to you guys.
Oh my God. You took them. We have a mutual friend, Dan Roth, giving him a shout out. I'm saying you took a lot of pictures of his Thanksgiving, right? They live in your phone, right?
Yes, they do. They do.
I got a story to beat that.
Really?
Similar. About Dan Roth.
Okay. I
took pictures of him proposing to his fiance.
What?
And
where?
Video too. He did it at the backstage at Come Out Right Now, at one of our Come Out Right Now shows.
And I missed that?
You missed that. You weren't at that one. It was the one at Laney College.
And he proposed?
And he proposed.
Did he get down on one knee?
Yeah, it's on... Sorry, Dan. I have to say, it was extremely romantical. Even if he didn't, he might have. I have to go back and review the video, which lives in my phone. And it was just...
that's great.
Him and Allison.
Yeah, I love
our
Allison.
friend W. Kamau Bell and Pastor McBride. That was it in this room.
That was really sweet.
All of us like holding our phones around Dan and Allison as they proposed. So anyway, that's living on my phone, and I never shared it with Dan and Allison.
I have a video of Dan cutting some turkey and doing a damn good job of it, I must say.
I was there. That was very impressive. I was super impressed with our Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was so much food.
It was so much food.
They had to use so much seasoning in that.
They did.
It was a lot of dishes. That bread was really good too.
Oh my God. And the
You
bread.
said that's the Jewish soul food?
The Jewish soul food was the challah bread made by Dan Roth's mom.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've been doing with my life that I've never had challah bread before that day.
But you kind of have, because I'm thinking like every culture has their version of like a sweet bread. Something that's sweet.
We do. I think it in our culture it's called elephant bread.
I never heard that.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say it's similar to what that challah you tried at Thanksgiving?
Elephant bread is a little bit sweeter.
Okay.
But the challah was really good as well.
That was what Dan Roth's mother made was so doughy delicious.
It was.
It was almost like on the edge
I
of
love
being
watching
cooked.
her cut it too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
She cut it perfectly.
Yeah. So here we are on Spice Cabinet, just reminiscing about the wonderful Thanksgiving we had. But here we are at the end of the holiday season with New Year's is just like a couple days away.
Yes, it is.
Do you have any New Year's plans? I'm getting a little off spice right now.
I don't. I think I'm just gonna have like a New Year's Eve dinner.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna cook.
We're gonna cook?
My girlfriend and I, we're gonna cook.
You're gonna cook together?
For the first time. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't know how
I
it's
feel
gonna
like
turn
I'm
out.
breaking some news
You
here.
are. We decided. Yeah, I think we're gonna make a lobster pasta. I've had one lobster pasta before, and when I had it, I was like, I want to try and make this. So I'm hoping it'll turn out well, and it'll be good fortunes into the new year. And I got the garlic salt here for that. McCormick's. So my last spice.
The last spice is garlic salt, and
you really can't have like.
I guess my first question is: did you use it in the seafood boil?
I did not.
Okay.
This is one of the few ones we did not use. No, we didn't. This and the Lawry's.
Oh, you didn't use the Lawry. Okay, and
the ginger. We didn't use that either.
Okay, what does the girlfriend think of Lawry's? You like picked this up. You said like this is Detroit. This is my spice. Like would she?
You know what? Once I cook with it, she's great with it. I think everything I make is absolutely fabulous. So she's no, I'm joking. Once I season it and put it all together, she's all for it. I think I haven't had any complaints. But then again,
Yeah.
you don't really want to complain about a dish your girlfriend cooked for you.
You
if you
don't.
want her to keep cooking. So she probably, even if she had an issue, she probably just ate it and was like, I want you to keep doing this.
Yeah, you gotta. Wait,
You gotta give positive feedback.
you do have to give positive feedback. What would you do if have you had anything? And we don't have to include this because it's a very soft podcast. Did you ever have anything that you didn't like that she made that you're like, this is not to my taste?
Nope, I haven't. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
So then that would be a tough conversation we would have to have if she made something I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But we're very honest with each other, so
That's good.
I would put it in a way. You tell people with love, and they can accept it as long as you know that you're giving it to them in a way that that's positive.
Yeah.
And
how would you say I don't like the way that tastes in a positive way?
I would probably say something like, baby, like the texture of this is really great, but it's got a little too much XYZ. You know what I mean? Like you start with whatever is good about it.
Yeah.
And then you sort of segue into
So
what's not so great.
Coddle?
Yes.
Coddle some more.
Yeah. And then you slip in the little zinger.
And quickly get some coddle up on the backside.
Exactly. That's how you got to do it. That's worked for me.
I'm going to keep it real.
Okay. Let's keep it real.
I'm dating a woman.
Okay.
She's at my place right now cooking me a Peruvian meal.
What?
Yeah.
I love Peruvian food.
And I'm anticipating...
Is she from Peru?
Her dad's from Peru.
Okay.
So she's half Peruvian.
Great.
And
surely you're bringing some of that back to me once she's done, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna
that didn't even sound honest, Phil. You're like, not really.
This is coming at the end. I already said that she's an amazing comedian, everyone.
Oh, so sweet.
You've been on Kamau right now. I think just one time.
I think it was once.
I don't know. I'm checking the time to see.
And at the barn.
And at the barn. We did some things at the barn.
Yep.
At the marsh.
Did we do something at Stageworks? I feel like we did for some reason.
I don't picture you at Stageworks. Have you gone to see shows at Stageworks?
Yeah, I did a show with Kamal there.
Oh, you did?
A couple years ago.
Okay.
But you may not have been at that one.
I may not have been, but I've been there. I've been there a lot.
Right,
quite
you
a
do.
lot.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
You do storytelling there, right?
I do storytelling there, and I MC there.
Okay.
And I love the MC bit because there's
Really?
no pressure. There's really no pressure.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
get to think of like a joke and a half on the spot.
And then
This is
that's
good
it.
for me because I'm not a hardcore, full-on, 100% comedian like you.
Right.
I'm putting my toe in the water.
Just seeing if you like the temperature.
I'm trying this, a little
Just
bit of
work
this,
it.
a little bit of that, like these spices. I'll try a little bit of
A little bit of this, a little bit of
Lowry's.
Lowry's, a little bit of
Tarua.
sea salt,
Oh my God.
a
This
little
is
Old Bay.
I think we're going to probably wrap up this episode of Spice Cabinet because Karinda Dobbins, she's got a new record player.
I know, and I'm going to play records on it as soon as this interview's over.
She is. It's a really cool looking record player. We were sharing before that we both play records. I want to thank you, Karinda, for letting me into your kitchen today.
Thank you so much for coming.
To your lovely home.
Peeking into my spice cabinet.
Yeah, peeking into your spice cabinet, seeing your lovely Christmas tree and the record player. Oh my
Yes.
God, there should be a record player underneath every Christmas tree.
There should be. There
playing
should be.
Christmas music.
Playing
right?
Nat King Cole right now. Yes, that would be great. This year was kind of forgettable though, but we'll fly into 2018 with hopefully
I'm hoping
bigger and better things.
Yeah, no, gotta believe. Gotta believe.
Well, I met my girlfriend in 2017. That was probably like, the one good thing, but everything else has been kind of.
Oh, that's a really good thing.
Yeah, that is.
That
And thank the Lord because we had so much to deal with this year. So
Oh my goodness.
you needed to have somebody to help you.
This
through
was
it.
the year to grab something
Yeah,
from someone and bring them close.
and cuddle
Yes.
because you're going to be crying a lot.
Oh my God. On that truth, I'm just gonna sign off and say, until next time. This is Phil Surkis. Bye. Bye.